The politics that has taken over the hard questions that even we are asking here on India Today has been particularly distasteful today. As India salutes the Pulwama martyrs on the first anniversary of that deadly attack, our politicians are busy bickering and trying to score political points against one another. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, not for the first time, has once again chosen today to stoke a row after he asked who benefited from the Pulwama attack and what the outcome of the probe is. BJP has hit back at Rahul, accusing him of giving a clean chit to Pakistan and has demanded his apology. The BJP has accused the Congress of being soft on terror and counter-questioned them on why the Congress government did not give permission to the Air Force to attack Pakistan's terror camps after 26/11.
सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस का बलिदान के विषय पर राजनीति से तोलना बहुत गलत है। ये कांग्रेस पार्टी के नेता ऐसा करना बहुत गलत है। ये गैर जिम्मेदारी का स्टेटमेंट है। उनका राहुल गांधी का स्टेटमेंट के ऊपर हम कोई टिप्पणी करने का जरूरत नहीं है। देश के 130 करोड़ जनता राहुल गांधी के टिप्पणी ऊपर जवाब देंगे आने वाले दिन में।
1 year later, the fact that we have no answers is actually an insult to the martyrs. And I think that's why Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party were totally justified after 1 year in raising these questions. They did not do so at that time out of respect for the tragedy that had just befallen our nation. 1 year later, the time has come to ask the uncomfortable questions and demand the answer.
He never stands with India when the need is to do so. Remember when we had a surgical strike, he was questioning the surgical strike and he had coined the term Khoon ki dalali for surgical strike. For the air strike also he had certain questions. And now when the time comes for the country to stand in solidarity with the martyrs of the country, we have Mr. Rahul Gandhi coming up with benefit politics.
Mr. Rahul Gandhi's questions are loaded with truth. BJP uses our soldier for votes. BJP's focus is on vote security and national security. It has been 1 year. The families of Pulwama's soldiers are asking for help from central government, but central government has turned a blind eye towards them. BJP should not expect that opposition will remain their mere yes men. We will question them on internal security.
Well, this isn't the only controversy. Rahul Gandhi isn't the only one who has tried to score political points on a day like today. CPM leader Mohammad Salim has also remained defiant and refused to apologize over his comment where he said there's no need for a memorial for the Pulwama martyrs as it reminds us of our incompetence. Take a look at what he said.
After one investigation, NIA came out with such information. But there must be some credibility. One, not only on the report, but what happened to the intelligence. So there are intelligence, multiple agencies are there. They collect informations, but only collecting information are there. I'm not abusing them because intelligence sources are at work. But most of the cases we have find that despite intelligence report, those who are supposed to coordinate, collaborate and work out the strategy, there the failure starts.
ये लोग हमेशा शहीदों की चिताओं पर खेल खेलते रहे हैं और इस प्रकार की सोच जो एक नेशनल पार्टी जो सबसे बड़ी पार्टी रही उसका प्रेसिडेंट रहा हो, मुझे लगता है शोभा नहीं देती। उनके नेताओं के हर दिन भारत के खिलाफ, भारत की जो भी कोई नया मुद्दा होता है उसके खिलाफ बात करते हैं, जो पाकिस्तान के साथ ऐसा लगता है कि ये कहीं ना कहीं उनके साथ मिले हुए हैं।
I want to go across now and I introduce both of our guests today because it's been 1 year, 40 people have been killed. The investigation is completely stalled and as we just showed you with those sound bites just now, the politics has completely exploded. Not really surprising in this political atmosphere, but what a shame. Tuhin Sinha of the BJP, Salman Nizami is a political analyst. He's allied with the Congress party. Salman, I want to come to you first because Rahul Gandhi has said who has benefited from the Pulwama terror attack. You know, I don't want to make this a rhetorical debate, so I'll ask a very straight question, Salman. Is Rahul Gandhi in some way insinuating that the Pulwama terror attack was a staged attack, that the BJP murdered those CRPF Jawans and benefited electorally? Because that appears to be what people are a little scared of saying in their interpretations. And in this interpretation, are we to say that Rahul Gandhi is giving a clean chit to Pakistan? Or is he genuinely curious about who benefited?
See, the problem is whosoever will question the government, they will call him anti-national or the Pakistani sympathizer. So Rahul Gandhi is himself a terror victim. He has lost his father in terrorism. He has lost his grandmother in terrorism. He feels the pain of every martyr of this country. So the question arises when you arrested DSP Davinder Singh. He was posted in Pulwama at the time of the attack.
Yes.
And you, after that, you granted him the Gallantry Award. He was rewarded a very prestigious post
by the
in
J&K police.
Srinagar airport. So there, the question arises, who, you can accuse Pakistan, they are our enemies, but the question lies on you also.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Davinder Singh's involvement
with
was an intelligence failure.
I agree with that. Salman, I just want to say that every single question that Rahul Gandhi has asked today is a legitimate question except that first one. Is every question that Rahul Gandhi has asked today, as you yourself have seen me asked here on the show, is a question that we are asking here on India Today. Where did the explosive come from? Why is there no charge sheet? How come all the suspects are dead or there have been no arrests? Why is there no forward movement in this post? My simple question to you is, what does Rahul Gandhi mean? I am genuinely curious. What does Rahul Gandhi mean when he says, who has benefited from this terror attack?
I have not seen any country who has used their martyrs or the Jawans for their election campaign. Soon after Pulwama attack, BJP leaders in Uttar Pradesh, they used hoardings of army Jawans. They mentioned in the public rallies that Hamare Jawan ko, Pakistan ko. In every public rally, they used these army Jawans.
Okay.
And the fact is
Also
that in the last 1 year, not a single BJP minister has visited the martyrs' family. There is no compensation, there is no charge sheet available, but the still question lies on the BJP government.
Okay.
Why Davinder Singh was given the Gallantry Award when he was involved in, why he was involved when he was involved in Shupian also.
Okay.
He was involved in Pulwama, and now he was planning to do something big in Delhi.
So
also.
let's take these points one by one. Let's take these points one by one. I'll come to the Devinder Singh point as well. Tuhin, the Congress party says, there is nothing distasteful about asking, why, or who has benefited from the terror attack, because they point a finger at the BJP and say, you guys used the Pulwama terror attack. You guys used the dead Jawans to play politics during election season. Respond to that. They say there's nothing wrong with that.
Let me pay my tributes to the martyrs of the Pulwama attack. It was one of the most dastardly attacks in the history of India. But today, the tweet which Rahul Gandhi has come up with is obnoxious at multiple levels. First of all, that question, who benefited? Now, I understand Rahul Gandhi has been a victim of terror. He has lost his grandmother, he's lost his father. Did he ever ask the same question then? Rajiv Gandhi benefited from the Indira Gandhi's assassination. Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi benefited from, and I don't like to say that, but such immaturity, such poor sense of occasion and timing, such puerile tweet on a day like this. You have seen our response to the terror attack. Within 10 days, we conducted the airport strikes when numerous potential terrorists and terrorists who were undergoing training at the camp were murdered. But moreover, the biggest problem that I have with Rahul Gandhi's tweet is there is a tendency, there is a propensity to give a clean chit to Pakistan, as has been the case on many occasions with him.
Okay.
Between 2006, just one last point, between 2006 and 2008, India saw one of the worst phases of terror attacks in the country. I hope you would agree with that. What was Rahul Gandhi doing at that point of time? He was, according to WikiLeaks, he was hobnobbing with the US ambassador and saying Hindu extrism is the biggest danger to the country.
I'll get to those points in a bit.
Why is there a propensity to always
I'll get to Rahul Gandhi in a bit, because this is actually about the party and what the party has, the kind of messaging the party has chosen to put out today. Salman, all of the points that Rahul Gandhi asks are legitimate. Even the point that you raised right now is legitimate when you point a finger at the BJP and say that, what happened in Pulwama was used as political fodder. My question is different. Was this the day for Rahul Gandhi to score such a political point? Would it not have been more appropriate? Would it not have been more appropriate for Rahul Gandhi to simply ask the questions rather than ask a selfish, self-benefiting question about who benefits from the terror attack, because it is distasteful. This is a day when the families are looking for justice, they're looking for the truth. Why make it so overtly political?
See, it's not the first time Rahul Gandhi has raised this question. Congress in time has raised this several times. And even you saw in Pakistan, Pervez Musharraf was convicted for some leakage, security labs. And now in India, you are not allowed to question the government. We are in democracy. We can question the government. You cannot call us anti-national or Pakistani sympathizers.
But I'll tell you,
you should admit that Devinder Singh's arrest was the lack of intelligence. You have to admit
so was
this.
Pulwama.
Yes, Pulwama also. And why you cannot use our martyrs, you cannot use our Jawans for public rallies. You should keep politics away from these security issues.
Yes, sure, Salman, but I am saying that, while I agree with you technically when you say that you can't point a finger at the Congress and say, Pakistan is echoing what you are saying, because after all, we are only questioning the government. My problem here is, and let me say this not just as a journalist but also a citizen, is that when you say who has benefited from this attack, you are going to have Pakistan turn around and say, "Arey, an elected representative is saying who has benefited from the attack," which means Pakistan is not responsible. That's what you're handing Pakistan a free card.
If we would have not used our Jawans, our martyrs in public meetings, public rallies and elections, Pakistan would have not got a chance to.
No, because now Pakistan will say Rahul Gandhi does not, believes that this terror attack benefited Modi. Therefore, the BJP must be responsible. That's what Pakistan will say now. Anyway, they don't do anything as far as terror attacks are concerned. They never punish terrorists who attack India. And now Rahul Gandhi has given them an additional excuse never to do anything. That's what I'm asking you.
In the past, maybe Indira Gandhi's episode, you saw in Congress, they also did surgical strikes, but they didn't expose it. They didn't publicize it. The BJP is doing they are doing the prachar of army everywhere in the election rallies. They are misusing our security forces. They are misusing our Jawans. They are using martyrs also, which is shameful.
Okay, so Tuhin, you want to answer that it is the use of the armed forces, it is the use of the Pulwama terror attack, which is the reason why the BJP has absolutely no defense against what Rahul Gandhi has said right now. I've said what I want to say. What do you say, Tuhin?
Yeah, I have 2 points over here. See, I keep listening to this reference to Devinder Singh. Let me specify over here, and it has already been specified that Devinder Singh was DSP of Pulwama, Dar district, armed guards. He was not a part of the special operations group. So he could not have been, in any case, he was not involved, and he was transferred 2 months. He was transferred a few months before the attack. Anyway, please don't interfere. Let me complete my point. So he was not directly involved with anti-terror operations.
He was directly or indirectly involved there. He was posted in Pulwama.
No, so wait for the investigation. You are speculating like your boss. And those are wild speculations which are unwarranted on a sensitive issue like this. Secondly, you have seen a response to terror attacks
involved in Shupian attack also. You gave him a prime post in Srinagar airport also, and then you granted him Galaxy Award.
Let me question the previous UPA and Congress governments. What used to happen between 2006 and 2008? Even after 2611, the first reaction or the first tendency of the Congress government used to be to complain to the US. Why didn't you do a surgical strike after 2611? So Congress, which has never acted against terrorism, should not have a problem.
Never acted against terrorism, sir. Come on.
Against Pakistan.
No. One is also wondering about something.
In 2014, there was only 10% militancy ratio in Kashmir. Now it's I think more than 30%.
I want to ask a separate question now. The Pulwama investigation has hit a dead end. All the suspects are dead right now. I am clearly saying here that there is a very good possibility that we may never know the full story of what happened. In terms of who the orchestrators are in Pakistan, they may never see justice. We may never know who the guys in Jaish-e-Mohammed are who actually orchestrated this. My question is a different one right now. Rahul Gandhi, who has said this right now, it has not come from the Congress, it's come from Rahul Gandhi, who, even though he is not the president of the Congress party, it is taken as gospel. It's taken as a gospel message by the Congress, because after all, it is a Gandhi who has said it. Salman, my question is, given the Congress's recent performance in Delhi, given the Congress's recent performance elsewhere, is this Rahul Gandhi's attempt to gain some kind of traction on a fresh issue now? There are many more elections coming up.
Rahul Gandhi has raised very valid questions. If you will go through the past records of BJP in Pathankot, it was BJP government who invited ISI to probe Pathankot attack.
Yes, and we slammed them for it.
They gave clean chit to Pakistan. That's why Rahul Gandhi again and again is questioning the government, because they had done blunders in the past also. And now in Pathankot, when Devinder Singh was caught and he was posted there, the question arises again and again, why you are using the army jawans? Why you are not concerned for Sachin, for the jawans who are posted in Sachin, who are actually without basic immunity?
What kind of...
They are not concerned for jawans. They are just using them for political gains.
Okay, Tuhin, you want to answer that? Then I have a final question on Rahul Gandhi himself. Tuhin, you want to answer that?
Yeah, what is the credibility of Rahul Gandhi? We know that in August, on one evening of August, when the AICC meeting was convened to elect a new president, just because they could not elect a president, he comes out and peddles some of the worst fake news and says there is mass violence in Kashmir. Pakistan subsequently used that fake news to create a false narrative about India. So I don't think Rahul Gandhi should be taken seriously at all. Fact is that we have neutralized Pakistan completely, to the extent that even in the OIC today, barring a couple of countries, nobody takes Pakistan seriously.
So why you are involving foreign allies in Kashmir? Why you are not allowing Rahul Gandhi to visit Kashmir?
We have allowed
He is the leader of the largest opposition party in
visit
India.
Kashmir. Kashmir is open for visit by anybody. But Rahul Gandhi's problem was that he treated it as a
leaders are still
junket.
detained?
That's what
Why
I'm
the
explaining.
leaders of Kashmir are
The
still
then
detained?
Governor of Kashmir had offered him to come and visit Kashmir,
why
but
the
instead
leaders
he
are
used
still
it as an
detained, sir?
opportunity to score political
If there is
brownie points.
normalcy,
He
why the
wanted to
leaders
take
are still
an
detained?
entire delegation
They were
up
part of
over
your
there
government.
and again
Mehbooba
peddle
Mufti was
fake
part of your
news.
government.
Okay.
Umar
Okay.
Abdullah
His
was
fake
also with your
news
government.
mongering is
Why
something
don't you
which
trust?
India cannot
Why don't
afford
you
at
trust
this
the
point of
Kashmiri
time.
leadership? You are helping
Rahul
Pakistan
Gandhi's
by
fake
detaining
news
your own
mongering
leaders
is
who are
something
pro-Indian.
India
You are
cannot
helping
afford at
Pakistan's
this point of
propaganda in
time.
Kashmir.
If he had behaved
You are helping
responsibly,
separatists
he had been
by detaining
invited
your
by
own
the then
people.
Honorable Governor of Kashmir
More than
to visit
20,000
Kashmir.
workers of
But he
National
used
Conference
it
have
as an
sacrificed their
opportunity to
lives
score
for
political
India.
brownie points.
They were killed by Pakistani terrorists.
No. So I want to know also one thing, because Rahul Gandhi has chosen this particular day to put out this particular message. I am sure it's only a matter of time before Pakistan. And believe me, I am not one of those journalists who say that the Pakistan is echoing what the Congress says. Questioning the government is a good thing. It may happen that the opposition will say something and Pakistan will say the same thing. That's totally fine. I have no problem with that. My problem is that Pakistan will now take what Rahul Gandhi has said and say that someone with the luminosity of Rahul Gandhi, he is an elected representative, he's a Lok Sabha member, he's a former president of the Congress party, has said who benefited, which gives Pakistan another excuse to obfuscate and say we were not responsible. They will say, when India sends them proof of what happened in Pulwama, Pakistan will say, Arey, your own man is saying that somebody in your government only benefited from the attack. Therefore, how could we have done it? We are the enemy of the Modi government. Why would we try to benefit the Modi government? Therefore, the Modi government themselves must have done this kind of attack to benefit from it during the elections. That is the insinuation by Rahul Gandhi. To end this discussion, I want to ask you, Salman, Rahul Gandhi has a habit of jumping between issues. He seems to be distracted. He jumps between many issues. He goes from one thing to the other and doesn't really focus on it. The only thing he really focused on was during the election campaign when he spoke about the Rafale issue, and we know how that turned out. Is he planning to focus his political energies on certain issues, like he did during the 2019 campaign?
See, I told you very honestly that Rahul Gandhi is himself a terror victim. And he has raised a valid question which should be raised by every Indian, because the day Devinder Singh is not from Pakistan. He is not a Pakistani. Devinder Singh is an Indian police officer. He was posted in Pulwama. He was involved in Pulwama. It's up to the investigations, they can prove it. But he was posted in Pulwama at the time the attack happened. So the question arises on the government also. despite knowing that Davinder Singh was posted in Pulwama, why he was granted the gallantry award, why he was promoted, he was given extra promotion and he was posted in Srinagar airport. So the question arises on the government, why you are helping, who are these people? There must be more people like Devinder Rana, as Afzal Guru, a terrorist who himself has mentioned Devinder Singh's role. By saying that he used to torture, he used to interrogate innocent Kashmiris, and the way he used to do the same in the past. So for these small posts, for these promotions, for these awards, there are many officers who are doing it.
Is there ever going to be a possibility of a terror investigation without politics? Big questions, hard questions are a good thing. We will ask them. We will support opposition leaders who ask them. But is there a possibility, Tuhin, final point to you, of no politics when a terror attack happens?
Well, ideally, the least that one expects from a responsible opposition leader is to be sensitive. Yes, you always have a right to answer questions, but to mix it in a very, in a very insidious way and try to give a clean sheet to Pakistan is what we have a problem with. And this is not the first time that Rahul Gandhi has attempted to do that. This tweet is by design, and that is why it reeks of malified intent.
Okay, Tuhin Sinha and Salman Nizami, thank you very much for joining me, gentlemen, on this discussion. The politics over the Pulwama attack will continue, but we hope that facts come out. The politics is not so important. The facts need to come out, including some of those questions that Rahul Gandhi has actually asked.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.